we're entering a motorway from South Bank going to Logan Central. Wait until it's turned to green.
In 600 meters, merge onto Pacific Motorway, M3.
Next, we will merge to the right. So most of the speed limit in motorway is 100. So make sure
Continue for 18 kilometers.
you are in 100 speed limit.
How to change lane in a motorway, Queensland, Australia. I'm living here in Australia, particularly in Queensland. Number 1 road rules, only change lane when it is safe to do so. Like if there's no car in the left side, if you want to turn to the lane on the left side, and then give way to any vehicles traveling in the other lane in the same direction. And then check the mirror, the rear mirror, and the left and right mirror. And then give change of direction signal by indicating and giving sufficient warning to other road user before changing lane. So what is the limit or the speed limit on a motorway? They're usually found to have 3 or 4 lanes traveling in the same direction on both sides with a central reservation or separating them of some cars. The speed limit for cars on the motorway is 100, but if there is 100 to 110, and then sometimes it's 70 up to 80, depend if the road has a road works. So depend on the time or a situation, but most of the time the speed limit in the motorway is 100 down to 110 down to 100. And then there's a 4 lane in motorway. The first thing to remember entering a motorway is that there's no such thing a fast lane or a slow lane. All lanes have same speed limit unless otherwise it's indicated. So if it's indicated, you just follow what is the speed limit. So what are the motorway rules in Australia? I'm here in Australia, particularly in Queensland. So some rules here is you must not make a U-turn or reverse your vehicle on a motorway. I always keep a safe stopping distance between you and the vehicle in front, and take care when the vehicles is joining the motorway or changing the lane, as this can change you, crash, or make sure it's this a good distance between the other car in the motorway because of the speed limit that they are following. So that's a good idea that the longer the distance of the cars is better.
Straight like this one here, this is a straight white line. You cannot change the lane on the right, only in the left and the broken line.
I give you top 5 most important traffic sign for road safety that they use in a motorway. The first is the speed limit sign that you can see there. There's a 70, 100, 110, and then the stop sign, the yield sign, and then the construction sign, or the if there's something working in the road. So actually In actual motorway sign and signal, there's a speed limit sign, the red and the white, that is mandatory speed restriction that must be obeyed. And then the black and the white rectangular sign which recommend a maximum speed limit and should be observed, and advanced direction sign. You can see the sign, it's before the speed limit, before the other sign you can see advance, so that we're giving you a notice something up and coming. As you can see here, there's a sign where you're going or some direction, so make sure you just glance that one, and then make sure you just glance some road sign like regulatory sign or road warning sign or road marker sign, and then the hazard markers. Make sure you know that one, so that especially when you are driving in the motorway, you must know what you're doing. Or sometimes if you see the marking like the merge right or merge left, make sure you just indicate before merging into the other lane. So that's a traffic instruction sign. They call it a merge right or merge left, so just follow that one. Mostly in Australia, there's a lot of speed cameras, so make sure you just know your speed limit, or you can turn on your GPS while driving, and you know where the speed camera located, and then you just make sure your speed limit is in the right. If you are a learner, you can drive on the motorway and make sure you're accompanied by open license. Here in Australia, you can drive with other driver. I hope you enjoyed this trip while watching this video. Hope you know some tips how to drive in the motorway, and always drive safely.
22 towards Watland Street.
We reduced the speed to 80.
In 600 meters, take exit 22 towards Watland Street.
So we exit from